What up, guys, gals, and unassociated Wolfpals? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the WolfPac. That's right. My name is Anthony. We're jumping back in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and we are going to go find out more about the Hermit in this one. We're also going to be doing a lot of stuff. We got to find a way to get back in, or we got to get into the into the wedding. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. Remember, if you do enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment down below. Also, subscribe. Hit my wolf gong to get notified for more ZHGaming content. All right.
I'm going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh, well.
Oh, no.
Now just this.
Why? A lovely tree.
All right,
like
we made
that.
it.
It's
Made
a
it
nice
over here.
place
So
to
let's go
rest
find out about
passing
this
by.
Hermit. Yeah, let's talk. I need advice on the Hermit.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat.
Oh, daggone.
I said I'm sorry.
But the Cumans are still stinking up the place. Down to business. I don't have
They
all day
still-
for
oh,
you.
yeah, sorry.
So what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the Hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the Hermit.
I've already been there, like,
sold
multiple
his soul
times,
to the
so-
devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
So
I
we
heard
gotta
that
try
as
it.
well.
I know,
It
right?
seems a bit far-fetched.
So
It's
why would
far-fetched.
an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far.
Oh, okay.
Four
Well, there you go.
strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there. But
Imagine.
once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
All right. We don't need something fishy going on. Okay. Whoop. I don't need that. Oh, I want to
But I
talk
have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said?
We gotta
He
keep
doesn't
doing
speak
this.
to nobody.
Don't
He
speak to
hides
nobody.
away in his hut and sends everyone
In his
away.
hut?
I'd think long and
What
hard
are we
before
doing?
doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
Yeah, it reeks of hell.
There's something else I need to know about this hermit.
Something, I guess.
Ask
I don't know.
then if you must.
How do I get?
How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. But all right, if you insist,
I do
you go
insist.
through Apollonia along the path below the rocks till you reach the point where it crosses the stream. And from there, you take the path uphill to the left, leading into the rocks.
All right. Well, then let's do that. All right, we're good with that. In the dialogue. Let's.
Why the hell do they pour beer on the
God
table?
bless you.
Well, hell, I don't know. Why would they? I don't have a clue. All right. What are you doing?
God bless.
All right, let's see. Where do we got to go now? We got to go all... Ooh. So we got to go up there. All right, guys, let's take a ride up there. I don't want that. So we're going to have to go down here along this road. So, all right, let's go, guys.
What do you know about this apparition?
Stanislav, the herds boy. He comes running into the village that night, all terrified, saying he'd seen a rider from hell in Apollonia. And the very next night, it appeared in the rocks below the road to Tahov.
Oh,
There's this
daggone.
conciliatory stone cross there. And the next day, it was at a funny angle. There's some devilry in it for sure.
Who saw
And it was the herds boy who saw it by the cross, or someone else?
The apothecary's
Let's
wife,
get
Gerda.
every
Ask
kind
her
of
yourself.
information we can
She's
get.
not been herself ever since, poor woman.
Where can I find the herds boy?
Stanislav has a sheep pen in the meadow beyond the Troskovitz
We
graveyard.
got a lot of
right
information.
above the big crossroads outside Apollonia.
Who's this hermit fella, anyway?
No one knows. He settled in the rocks a few years back. Folk used to go to him for various healing ointments or advice.
And what has he got to do with this apparition?
Well, he was at death's door recently, bedridden, and then suddenly he's got his health back. Just like that. And he's like a different man since then. He sends everyone who goes to see him packing. Mark my words. He sold his soul to the devil to get better. And the devil sometimes comes here on the prowl for unwary souls.
Where did these peculiar monks come from?
Hard to say, but they rode in on well-fed horses.
Monks on horseback? That's definitely odd.
That is definitely
Well,
odd.
Bashka the Butcher says they came from the bishop about
All
that
right,
diabolical apparition. In short, the Inquisition.
Well, there you go. All right, so... All right, so we have a lot to do. We did go up there. We only did the one thing, so I actually had to revert back to get the rest of this information because I didn't. So let's talk to the villagers. Let's investigate the cross and talk to these guys here. So let's go ahead and run around and talk to all the villagers and stuff. Let's see who we can talk to. What about you? Can I talk to you?
Good morning.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
Easy now, Gerda. There's nothing to be afraid of. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery together.
Really?
Okay.
You're not going to laugh at me like all the others?
No,
I believe
I'm
you
not.
really did see something. I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
What happened?
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with
Tell
the
me
apparition.
what happened.
It was the day before yesterday.
Dumb.
I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to Tachov. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth.
I wonder.
I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound, and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all.
Dang.
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was, like the devil, and heading straight to Apollonia.
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross,
Okay.
erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fella killed himself on account
wow.
of an unhappy love affair.
Oh, that's
He
like.
jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition, the cross was at an angle.
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Okay, I'll
Don't
find out what
worry,
happened.
Gerda. Nobody's going to make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
I don't
yet.
know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all the saints, thank you.
That's what we do.
But please, come and tell me how it turned out.
I
I'll
sure
make
will.
it worth your while.
All right, so there's one. Let's see, who else we got to talk to? I got to talk to the witness. So that's up here. Where's he at? Oh. So I got to talk to all these people. There's the cross right there. So I got to try to. I got to talk to these people. However many people I can talk to. Let's see if this person over here will be able to talk to him.
Gerda really did see something. That cross hides a secret.
Guten Morgen und einen gesegneten Tag.
What happened to the Hermit?
I was told Stanislav the herdsboy saw the devil in the rocks.
God in heaven save us. It happened a few days ago. He saw him with his own 2 eyes.
Oh, wow.
What do you know about the apparition at the cross?
It's all God's holy truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw the devil there.
I hear something happened to the Hermit.
Oh, forget about him. He's in a bad way. Sick, they say.
I hear Ambrose the Hermit has some old sword.
A few folks saw it at his place some years ago, but then it disappeared. Maybe he sold it or chucked it out.
Okay. So we got that in the
Spirit
dialogue.
mindful.
All right, so we got that done. So now let's go investigate the cross, the witness. We need to go talk with the witness. He is out here. But that's over there. Let's go investigate the cross, guys. All right. Oh God. Where the? All right. Oh God. Where's my horse? Where's my dog at? Where's it? Where they at? Where they at? Oh, there it is. There's so much brush. Where are these? Where are they at? They run away? I guess they left. Huh. I didn't know what the... Okay.
The conciliatory cross. An old memorial to some unfortunate event. This is where Gerda saw the apparition.
Do I need to... Something up with a tree. Eh. What? Did you see him? Oh yeah, right there. Oh no. Where's he at? Can I dig it up?
We need to get
Oh, I
a
need
spade
to-
first.
Alright, so let's go ahead and go. So we, wait a minute. We're gonna need... We gotta dig it up, so we need a spade. Alright, so let's go ahead and go get one of those. We'll be right back. Alright, so we made it back. Let's go ahead and see if we can start digging. There we go. Sorry.
Fresh soil. Someone was digging here recently. It doesn't look like an apparition, Gerda.
Get him. Oh, yeah. You done? Thank you. What's that? All right, there we go. Okay, so let's open that. Oh, look at all this stuff. Yeah.
He didn't take either the coin or the books. So it wasn't a thief. It must be something else he was after.
All right. So we got that. Let's see what's in our inventory. We gotta clean up. We gotta clean ourselves up. Let's see, what do we have? Let's see, this we can read. There's a lot of reading to do. You guys can read all this. You can pause it and read it. Mm-hmm. Looks like that's it. Yep. All right. Let's see what else we got. Got this one. Look at that. Looks like that's it. Oh. Don't trust anybody. I think that's it. Okay. All right, guys. So we got that done. Now let's go talk with the witness. We'll go talk with the witness and see what he saw. I forgot. I forgot to clean myself up. Sorry, dude.
Greetings. You've got blood all over you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I hear you saw some diabolical apparition. Is that true?
Was it the bailiff who sent you? Or old Croper?
No. I want to go to Apollonia to see Ambrose, the Hermit. I've heard talk he's somehow linked to that apparition.
Yeah, really.
So I need to know what you saw that night.
Why do you want to know? Forget that shit, pal. It reeks of fire and brimstone.
Hey, come on. Let's see, what do we got? Maybe?
I know how to deal with evil spirits. I know a spell. Want to learn it?
Of course!
Say after me. Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana. Remember that.
What is that?
You just have to say it, and you'll drive away the devil.
My God, what a spell! It's clear you know your stuff. What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night at the crossroads?
A diabolical apparition. A black rider on a black horse flew into Apollonia. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way and that a couple of times at the crossroads, and then darted off into the rocks. To the Hermit's place, I'm sure.
He turned this way and that.
Hmm.
That's strange. Would the devil not know the way?
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw him too.
Apparently so.
But the Hermit helps people though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now they're saying he was at death's door and sold his soul to the devil. And that was the horseman.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why would the old man have sold his soul to the devil and then kept living as a pauper in his hut?
Who knows what's going on in them rocks?
Who knows?
Some devilish trickery for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Take care for now.
All right, so now we need to go up into here. Whoop. So now we got a few places to look at than him. So let's go explore. Let's go explore, guys. We're looking around. Looks like we found a hut. This is an abandoned campsite. Not just a, oh God. There's an old skeleton. What's that noise? Oh hell, there's a black horse right there. How do we get over to it?
A horse?
We're way out here.
What's it doing here in the woods? I should take a closer look.
All right, let's hop over. Oh, easy does it now.
A beautiful horse.
Yeah.
Black as charcoal. The herds boy wasn't lying. And you don't smell of brimstone. You're just an ordinary horse.
Yeah.
Someone really did come to see the hermit. But it wasn't the devil.
So, oh, what is that? Oh, that's a. I don't have any lockpick. Oh God, I'm stuck. I don't have any lockpicks. Hello, horse. Man, could I keep it? Can I have it? Trade mine out. Trade mine. So we got a house over here, so we found that out. Go talk to him.
Get out before you come to a bad end!
Let's talk to him.
God be with you, hermit.
I don't have time for you. Go away.
Folk in the village are saying you've made a miraculous recovery.
Yeah.
And since then, you won't let anyone near you. What happened?
Nothing happened. I just can't stand all these people coming here and disturbing me. Can't I have a moment's peace?
Oh.
Judging by what I've heard about you, you're a bit fishy, hermit.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of talk about you in the village. They say you've made a pact with the devil, and are summoning demons from hell.
Old wives' tales. What do I care about such nonsense?
Well, but supposing it isn't nonsense.
Of course it is.
Let's see. There was a hiding place beneath the.
The apparition was seen by the conciliatory cross at night.
Old wives' tales.
I went to take a look, and it really is askew. But it wasn't magic that Hellspawn was wielding. It was a shovel. There was a hiding place beneath the cross. And the man digging there at night didn't have time to put the cross back in the right position.
By all the saints! So someone was digging there. What has that to do with me?
Everything.
There was a brand new cloak of the Knights of the Cross in the hiding place. It's clear that the man doing the digging hid it there. Maybe to cover up who he really is. And what he's planning.
I still don't know what you want from me. What have I got to do with some cloak?
It's you.
The man who took things from the hiding place can't have been some chance thief. Because he left a purse full of coin there.
So keep the groschen, lad, and stop pestering me. It's nothing to do with me.
I found some
But I
pretty
found that.
interesting documents of the Order.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you
I
do.
reckon you do.
Oh, you
Ambrose. According to one of the documents,
do.
you were appointed Seneschal of the Knights of the Cross with the Red Star. Or are you going to tell me it was some other Ambrose?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't know anything about any documents.
Yeah, you do.
A few nights ago, a herdsboy saw a black horseman ride into Apollonia. He thought it was an apparition, but I think a demon would have known the road to Apollonia and wouldn't have spun round and round at the crossroads like a top.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I found a black horse stabled in a pen here.
Because I know where
In
it
the
is.
woods below the rocks. A well-fed, healthy horse. Black as charcoal. The man
Yeah.
who rode on it wasn't an apparition. Or the devil.
Why are you telling me all this? For God's sake! Stop this nonsense right now.
That's enough. I think there are enough fishy things going on around you for me to tell the bailiff. But you're in luck. All I'm after is that broken sword. So, come clean.
You're wide of the mark. But in the end, maybe you could help me.
Oh.
What do you want help with, Ambrose?
I'm not Ambrose. He died some time ago. I am Conrad, Knight of the Cross with the Red Star.
What are you doing?
What are you doing in the hermit's hut then?
In Prague, I got into a serious dispute. Ambrose was the only person who could help me. That's why I came to see him.
I'm guessing that the diabolical horseman scaring people round these parts was you.
That was not my intention, believe me.
Ambrose is
Yep.
dead, you say? How did it happen?
He was an old man. Unfortunately, he was already at death's door when I found him.
And you had nothing to do with his death?
Of course not. Ambrose was my friend.
Oh, that
I'd
sucks.
known him for 20 years. He was a good member of the Order and an outstanding teacher.
He was
Ambrose was a member of your order.
Wow.
More than a member.
He was
the
the
Seneschal.
Grandmaster.
Second in rank only to the Grand Master.
Oh,
He
second.
served the Order for many years before getting into a dispute with the Prague
Damn.
chapter and the Inquisition. Then he had to disappear. I was the
Wow.
only one to know where to look for him. But I came too late. All he managed to tell me was his last wish.
Oh, what
You
was
scared the life out of Gerda from Troskowitz that night. What were you doing there?
Ambrose had a hiding place beneath the cross where he kept things from his past.
I found some documents there from the Knights of the Cross. But Ambrose clearly wasn't interested in them. So what did he send you to get?
He sensed that death was coming for him. He wanted me to help settle his affairs. And he also
Oh.
longed to hold his old sword in his hands one last time. I went to his hiding place that very night. But by the time I got back, Ambrose was dead. I put the blade on his grave in place of a cross.
So the sword is on Ambrose's grave. Will you tell me where I can find it?
You want to disturb his rest?
I just want the sword, that's all. It's no use to him now.
All right. I'll tell you where his grave is if you fulfill Ambrose's last wish
Of
instead of
course.
me. I can't do it.
All right, I suppose I will.
All right. What am I supposed to do?
It's like,
Listen
might as
carefully.
well.
There's an old widow called Margaret living in the village. Take this cross to her and say to her exactly these words. Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
That's right.
I hope she'll know what this is about.
Don't worry, she will.
Hopefully,
Give her
she
the
will.
cross, and I'll tell you where you can find the sword. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.